Let love bust you wide open. Let love transform you. Surrender to it. The cosmic love, the deep love, the love that is in all things. Let it fucking transform you. And watch wonder and magic start to come into your life. I'm Rob Durlich, and I help demystify spirituality and amplify love. Today's video is trying to understand and answer the question, why is love so hard? This is a continuation from what I covered last week in my last video. Please go back and watch that video. I'll tag it right there below. Why is love so hard? Because when we love, some of us are scared of it. Some of us jump into it eagerly, but in the end, all of us have experienced heartbreak. All of us have experienced devastation in some capacity. I don't know anyone who's ever got love right the first time. And this is just narrowed down into romantic love, into relationships. Love is difficult. Love challenges us when we actually deeply and truly enter into love. Why is it so fucking hard to love? Love on a deep level, love on a level that sets our soul on fire. See, I'm in this little experiment time of my life. I'm single and I've neglected dating apps. I've gone in a little bit, deleted them for months and months and months. I feel a pull to go back into them, and I'm coming in with a very different outlook. I'm really observing people. I'm watching their energy. I'm seeing what they post, what their profiles read, just kind of tuning into who they are energetically. And it's interesting because so many people are looking for love. They want it. They deserve it, in fact. But they want it in a safe manner. You can tell by reading them and then just kind of tuning in just a little bit. They just want to be held, but they want it to be done safely. Like, hold me, but don't fucking hurt me. Profile after profile after profile is this. Let's do some cool shit together. Let's have a little fun. In the end, hold me, but don't hurt me. Why is love so hard? Why is love at times rip the very chords of our being apart? In fact, sometimes we wish we would just dissolve into nothingness. Why is love so hard? Especially if you go back to my last video, talk about this is the core of the universe. This is God. God fucking loves you. Okay, if that is true, then why is it so hard? But here's the deal. Because love, one, we view it as an emotion, and we tie it to our emotional being and tie it to our identity. But love's not an emotion. I have a video that I made a couple months ago called Love is Not an Emotion. That's the title. Because love is actually energy. It's an energy system. In fact, the most important energy system of the universe. If I'm saying that God is pure and unconditional love, that is the energy of God. God created this in some way, in some fashion, in some mystery that we do not understand. We are here. We are of God, in God. God is ultimate unconditional love. Creation is ever flowing, ever evolving, ever expanding. The tree drops the fruit has the seeds bring up new trees. When we populate more and more and more, the animals know this. We as humans instinctively know this. To expand, to grow. Love is the energy of all of that. At the core of it. It's the greatest mystery. It's the one that we can't understand. All the movies, all the songs, all the art, all the poems, most of them about love in some capacity. Even take Taken, which is an action where he just basically goes and blows the shit up all these people because they took his love, his daughter. Even a man's movie about being the protector is at the core of it love. But why is it so hard? Why does it challenge us so much? Because love is part of creation. God bringing life, that self-creating life that we are a part of, that we get to dance in. And the core energy through that is love, because that is the thing that we all seek, the thing that we want deeper than anything else, to be held, to be seen, to be loved, to be known, all encapsulated by love. It's beyond an emotion. It is an energy that is flowing through, in and through creation, and wants to flow in and through you. But what does it need? It needs you to be a conduit. What does a conduit need to do to allow the substance to flow through it? It needs to have expanse. Water cannot flow through a pipe, which is a conduit, if it is plugged. Love cannot flow through your heart if it is turned off, if it is closed up, if it is barricaded and says, I will not be hurt. We're conduits of love in this beautiful, mysterious creation that is unfolding each and every day as we create our reality and everybody else creates their reality into this magic of a universe. Love wants to flow through that. It's an energy. We're the conduit to flow in and through us, but it requires us to be a conduit, which means it requires us to expand, to open up. Love, just like creation, is always seeking to expand. But when we are trying to expand, it stretches us. It maxes out our capacity. It makes us vulnerable. It makes us feel a little bit out of control. We can't button it up. We can't tie a ribbon on it. We can't give it structure and shape. It is and flows and can hurt. Because one thing that love does, it seeks to be loved. It's an energy that has to bounce back and forth. And this is why we go into partnership. We go into romance. Will you love me? Because I love you. And that's where it gets all hung up, because now we rely on the other person's capacity to also love us. Their conduit, is it open? Is their heart open to love us as our heart is trying to open to love them? And this is the human story. See, love, it's trying to expand us. It's easy with kids, right? Two people come together, they're in love, their hearts open up to each other, and then they have a child. But they don't have to take part of the love for each other and give it to the child. It expands into the child. Then they have a second child and expands to that one. They don't have to take from the first child and give it to the second child. Nope. Johnny, your little sister Sue is here. We have to give her a little bit of love that we've been giving you for the last 2 years. We have to give half of that to Sue now. No, it expands into it. In fact, we end up loving the whole unit even more. That's love. Expansion stretches us, opens us up. And this is why it's so hard, because when we are asked to stretch, when love is asking us to increase our capacity, we also bump into free will. We bump into all these other systems that are at play. And it doesn't quite go as expected, and we have to share our hearts, and it may not be given back in return. And it changes who we are. Our identity has to change. In order to evolve with love, we have to change our identity. We can't be the same person we were 10 years ago, 15 years ago. We can't be the same person that was the teenager that got their heart broken. And you've carried it through love into your 40s and 50s, now guarded. Love says, hey, let me help you heal that, but let me also expand that so that you can experience something deeper that you've never experienced before. But it's going to ask something of you, to let down your guard, to let down the walls, to take the mask off, to take the protections off. And it's going to give you the most beautiful gift, the depth of your soul. You're going to have access to the universal energy of all life, love. That's going to ask you to take down and surrender this protected identity so that you can have something greater, but something that's more vulnerable, something that is more tender, something that is deeper, something that might be a little bit more scary. And this is why love is hard. It scares the shit out of us when we have to let go of our identity that is protecting us. We get to build up a certain avatar in the world to walk around and go, hey, I was hurt here, so I'm going to protect myself here. I was hurt here, I will protect myself here. And then we try to find love in between the spaces of our protection. Imagine a knight in the medieval times with all the armor on trying to actually have sex. It's not going to work. He can't open up that way. He is fully protected, right? This is what we're doing with our hearts. We're saying, hey, love me. I will give you all of me, but with all of this armor on. Love, why it's hard, wants us to take that armor off. And what do we have left? Vulnerable, to be hurt, but to also be seen, to actually be known, not as one that has the facade on, with the mask on, with the armor on, but to be seen for ourselves, our essence, our soul, to be given to another person. I'm not saying we don't have boundaries. We all need boundaries. But to open ourselves up, to actually be known, to honor the desire that is in our hearts, to be seen, to be known, to be held, to be loved. This is what love is asking of you, to drop it. Now, that takes time. You're not going to do that overnight. And that's a healing process. But love will always be there for that healing. Because the nature of creation is to bring forth life, to heal that which was broken, to heal that which was damaged or we perceive it to be, to alchemize that into something that is new. And we can say yes to that or no. It's our choice. But if you're craving love and you want to go deep, but you're scared because it's hard, know that love's trying to expand you. But listen to the whispers of expansion. Say yes to it. Even if it's uncomfortable, even if it's challenging, the call is to say yes to love. From God, from each other, and from your own soul to your heart. Spirituality is about connection, connecting to ourselves, connecting to others, connecting to God, the universe, source, spirit. That connection is love. Love is what is connecting in and through all of this. The spinning earth, universe that we can't comprehend or understand, but we can do this. We can experience it. Instead of trying to understand it, let's experience it. Let's open up to love. Let it expand us. Let it bring the tears. Let it bust our hearts wide open so that we can actually, maybe for the first time, be seen, be known, be held, be loved. And if no one right now is able to do that for you, let me tell you, I walked away from religion. I walked away from all the doctrines and dogmas, but there is one thing that has stuck with me. This whisper that God fucking loves me. And that is also yours. Love does not discriminate. Love does not say you are not worthy, but they are. You are worthy of love. No matter what life you've lived to this point, you are worthy of love. You are worthy of expansion of love. You are worthy to be seen, to be known, to be held, to be loved. All of it is available to you. Let love bust you wide open. Let love transform you. Surrender to it. The cosmic love, the deep love, the love that is in all things. Let it fucking transform you. And watch wonder and magic start to come into your life. The things that you've always desired, that you're walled up against, that you're trying to engineer, watch them start to unfold. Yes, there's techniques and there's things we need to learn about our personalities. There's methods of how we need to go into healing, and all those things have a place. But what I'm getting to is the spiritual energy that's behind all of that. The thing behind the thing behind the thing. That is our deepest desire to love, to be seen, to be known, to be held. And our deepest part of that is by God, the universe, source, spirit, the undefined. You are worthy. You are worthy. You deserve it. You deserve love. You deserve to surrender to it. You deserve what it will give you, what it will transform you into. Say yes to love.